What's up, guys? Shawnthebro here, and we are back for, I believe it's episode 14 of Elden Ring. Just want to say a huge thank you already to Dark Ice Bear 13 and Coder YOLO for the follow. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. And Mr. Rees with a subscription. Thank you guys so much. Seriously, I'm sorry I missed that. I've been gone for a while because I have been helping my family as I keep talking about it, so not to bore you with it, but it's true. I've been helping them, and I've been preparing for some of the YouTube stuff, so I've been working on some networking and a few other things. Let me just send out the standard live notification here. Cool. So we're looking good with that. One more thing. Just respond to this before we get started. Alright, and now I'm all caught up on all my notifications and everything. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the game. Let me make sure I sound good. Awesome. I think we are golden, so let me move this out of the way. Put this here. Got a holder for my phone, and we can go ahead and get started. So I'm in a slightly different spot than last time in terms of where I'm sitting. Sitting a little bit closer, because I was really far away before so that I could have the desk lower and my chair wouldn't fit under it. But we've resolved that issue that I was running into. And now I think I got the camera still looking just as nice. If not, it might even be better. And so now we're going to be a little bit more comfortable when we play. Hey, Grandma, nice to see you. Very nice to see you. Thanks for joining in. In the left corner at 7 feet tall and 250 pounds of pure steel, it's Shawnthebro. The right corner at 44 gigs of pure hate crimes, it's Elden Ring. That's true. Those were some good measurements. Does it say the weight anywhere? I bet. Dang, I was trying to see if it said it anywhere. I was like, not of the hate crimes, because you can't exactly measure that in gigs, I don't think. But oh wait, 45 gigs, is that the file size? Oh my goodness. Welcome in, Fi. Thank you so much for coming by. That's funny. I like that. I wonder how accurate that is. Now I'm really curious. I'm about to search it up, but all right. So, yeah, it's been a while, but in the last episode, what we had done, we had beaten the one character that was at the top of the cathedral steps. I don't know how to explain it better than that because, quite frankly, I forget most of what the character even was. The boss, what they even did. I don't remember any of their moves or anything. So yeah, I'm a little bit far behind on that part of it. But we are going to catch up today and it will be okay, don't worry. Yep, that's the file size. At least that's what Google told me. Okay, nice. That was good. I appreciate how much thought went into that, for real. So, do you happen to remember, Fi? I know you were here last time. Thank you, for real, for coming here every time. Super early too. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, because I know I've been off and on, and so I really appreciate you coming here. It's really nice. Thank you. Do you happen to remember where we were actually at? Like, I know we were over here, but have we explored? I don't think we explored really anything in here because I would have picked these things up. Even if I died, I would have picked them up. So I have a feeling we have not been this far. But it's been 3 weeks, so it's kind of hard to remember, you know. So speaking of some cool stuff, that's okay. I don't remember either, and I was the one playing, so. And I know how easy it is when you're watching a stream, like you might throw it on and go do something else. I don't watch streams very often, just because, like, if I'm playing a game, I don't like to have a lot of background noise. Same with, you know, watching stuff. So a lot of times I may throw something on to support someone, but a lot of times I won't be listening, which you know, that's not me trying to be rude, just because I genuinely am like, if I'm in this room where I have my computer, where it can be on, I'm usually doing something in here, because otherwise I'd be out, not in here. And so, you are the perfect specimen to be wielding that many crossbows. Oh wait, I was out of flasks. I never rested the last time. I never got my flasks back when I started. That was my first death, and I couldn't even heal. Sorry, to wrap up what I was saying. So, I know how hard it can be to keep track of where someone was when you're watching or paying attention, because even when I'm actually, like, actively engaging, a lot of times I won't remember. I was the one playing, and I couldn't remember, so, you know, no harm done. I don't think you have a bad memory. I think it's more that I am the one that is struggling. I'm trying to think, though. So, I think we only beat the one boss last time, and we explored just a lot of this map, because we went down the elevator, the big elevator at the northern part of the map. The Grand Lift of Dectus, I believe it's called. And so, I think that's where we're at. Yeah, because we unlocked a lot of the map. And I can't. Alright. Oh well, it doesn't matter. What's done is done. We're now episode 13 or 14, one or the other. And we are going to see what awaits us today. I don't know anything that's coming up. Usually I have a little something like, oh, I know we're coming close to this because David or Scar or Snatchin or someone would have told me. But it's been too long, sorry. I think I want to try and grab this as well as this item. But I don't really care to kill those guys, so. They are such a good species to be holding 4 crossbows. Or is it just 2 that they're going back and forth? I'm not sure if they're holding it on their arm or if they're actually using the handle like it was designed. Okay. So I'm a bit out of the Elden Ring experience. So I'm going to be probably pretty bad today. We'll see. We'll see how it has remained after 3 weeks of not touching the game. Impressive. Okay, so we got, I think, every item. But wait a second. Oh, I'm just on the wrong flask for some reason. That's what was going on. Okay, so now all I want to do is actually go up this ladder. I don't really think there's anything else left for me to do here. Last night I went to work on your tutorial and booted up my PC and waited for Unreal to load, so I laid down at 10 p.m. Suddenly woke up at 3:30 a.m. Hey, I respect that. I have a friend from college who was late to class one day, and apparently, I don't know if this is true or if he was just covering because he didn't want to say that he just overslept, but he claimed that he was awake, tired, but awake. He went to tie his shoes, sat down to tie his shoes, and fell asleep on the couch like that when he was tying his shoes. Then he woke up and it was past when he needed to leave to get there on time. And I always thought that was funny, like the smallest thing. However, if you're falling asleep on the couch, maybe it would not be good for you to drive. So maybe that was for the best.
Welcome.
Excuse me? Oh, hi, buddy.
Yes, right this way. Right.
Okay, I might be able to drop down there without killing myself. I can actually, I'm surprised. Okay. Hi, buddy.
Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please.
Are you kidding me?
Buy some.
Get out of here. fan is taking off, apparently.
Ah, how nice of you to stop by again, please. Buy something, won't you?
Alright, let's see. You don't really have anything I need, though, buddy. I get you're trying to guilt me into it. I don't think I'm buying anything this time, buddy. Maybe later. Maybe another point. For now, we're moving on, okay? We're still going. Okay. It's a pretty long ladder. Okay. There's like a lot of land up here, and I'm not seeing a lot of stuff to actually grab. Like, you know me, I like to look around, see what I can pick up, but I'm not seeing much of anything. We're doing the big exploratory episode today, but without all the finding stuff. Oh, here's a lily though. It's pretty good, at least. I was hoping your family moved. Did you have to flex the muscles? Hey, thanks for asking. Yeah, it was pretty good. I didn't do as much flexing as I would have thought. They knocked out a lot of it without me. But I kept trying to... help when I could, but they were just so quick because they kept... they were like professionals at it at that point. I guess I should just rest here. But I'm trying to think if I had to like move anything. They didn't bring furniture. It was just too much. Too much. They wanted all new stuff because, you know, why not? It was time for an upgrade, you know? So I didn't move anything too heavy when I was helping them. Although they moved some heavy stuff. Oh, I thought this was another one already. I was like, are there really two right next to each other? Alright, so these are kind of like pygmy cavemen. Stone. Alright, so you know me, I honestly try and run through everything and pick everything up as opposed to killing every creature. But, that went surprisingly well. I kind of wish I didn't fall all the way down here onto this guy, to tell you the truth. Lump of flesh. So these are like cannibals. Right, so these are like pygmy cavemen cannibals. Oh, there is a boss fight right here, though, apparently. That was quick. Wow, okay, demi-human Queen Margot. Margot, good name. That's what I'm talking about right there, baby. One and done. Easy, give me the jar cannon. Boom, baby. And that's how you come back from vacation. Thank you so much, Blackbird. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. 14 months, buddy. It's been a long time. I have not realized that it's been that long. I did not feel that long. But I am seriously really grateful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hope you all are well today. I am doing very well today. Thanks for asking. Just finished up some videos after work for this week. And yeah, playing Elden Ring, so pretty happy about that. Knocked out Volcanic Cave over here, or whatever. I'm actually gonna go back into it, I think, because I don't really want to lose my runes. Let's see if I can level up first. But I didn't, excuse me, I didn't explore the one path. We just went and immediately beat the boss, apparently. So yeah, we can level up. Let's go ahead and do that so we don't lose all of our runes. And then, oh, excuse me, sorry. Got almost like the hiccups. Yeah, had some hiccups. Okay, so, oh, hi, buddy. Okay, you are literally harder than the boss. This is a scary little cave. Or tunnel, I guess. Okay, this is all a wall. Is there enough of you think, or not yet? Not about getting ganked, alright, fellas? Wait, so this just led me to the boss either way. So they both lead to the boss? It's kind of lame, fellas. Okay. Well, good. I'll take that. Is the lighting okay on me? I know sometimes sometimes it's a little too bright and I get like a great reflection on my head. I got a little reflection on my forehead, but I think we're doing all right. All right. Well, that was easy. I guess we're kind of over leveled, but I don't know how. This is the newer area. That's what I just unlocked. Let's see how I could have gotten here any earlier. Alright, so we're going to keep going this way, which is, glad I took the time to explore that. Need to make a 500 gigabyte game so people can play our game, only our game. Alright, I respect the sentiment behind that. Like, we're going to make a game so big that if you choose to play it, then you can't play anything else, so we win by default. I mean, you could do that. Like, I'm not going to stop you. You can just make a text file with a bunch of W's in it or something like that. And to be honest, it would, over time, it takes up quite a bit of space. If you were to let that type for an extended period of time. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm going to yawn and like hiccup and cough and all this stuff every time we're on the street. Alright, so we have... Oh, nice. Okay. I didn't even see it. I just saw it said press Y to collect it. So we have our horse here or the ladder. Full-grown falling star. Okay, so that... Right, falling star. Right, that's the thing that makes these great. It's these, like, meteors. Hi, buddy. I don't know if I want to fight this guy, though. That's the thing. Can I just not fight? Or do I have to fight him? This guy's pretty impressive. I didn't land that many hits, but I didn't do a lot of damage on the hits I landed, so might skip this guy for a bit or come back to him. Okay, I don't mind a challenge, right? But I feel like that's a little bit harder than he is meant to be. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Excuse me, I am so sorry. I do want to check out over here real quick because there is an item. Starlight shards. And then we can actually go to the edge here. But I don't know... Yeah, I think I can jump right over this and be perfectly fine. Oh, easy. Yeah, we're skipping you right now, buddy. Sorry. Okay. I swear some of the COD games are like that. The one I downloaded was 130 gigs. Yes, you're absolutely right. I believe I have one on my console right now that is 220 gigs even. So they have, they really want to consume all your memory. I'm not going to lie to you. Take that golden seed though. Oh, here's this guy again. Where? Hitting him on the horse is kind of weird here. Okay. Just leave you alone, buddy. Sorry about that. That was my bad. Smoldering butterfly, always good. I forget what I got last time when I killed one of these. Okay. You're pretty cool looking. Are those the hands again? They are. They're the hands. Cute little hand spiders. We're climbing. All right. Nope. Dragon wound grease. Okay. Okay. So we got part of the map here. I am intrigued. It's got rings on it. It's really cool. I did not want you to kill me. I just wanted to see what rings you had on. He's got the bling on him. He's got the freaking bling. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support today. Thank you. Okay, I don't know who that is. Someone emailed me, but thank you so much for the support. Let me make sure. Luke with a bunch of 6s. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Very, very cool. I think I caught up on all of them past that, but I just saw that one. That was from actually 2 days ago. It just popped because it did a sync with the with my YouTube one. So thank you. All right, we're gonna do this again, but we're gonna change things slightly. So I want to run. I didn't see you last time, buddy. It's kind of creepy. Resident Evil Village vibes. Great game, by the way. Alright, I want to go back and I want to check out that hand with the ring on it. And we're going to do that. But let's stop in here for a quick moment. We're in Castlevania's style Dracula's castle over here. Volcano Manor. Okay, can't open from this side, no worries. So this looks like a lot like the round table hold so far. Alright, I'm liking what I'm seeing. This is a cool area like this.
Aren't you precocious? We rarely receive visitors to the Volcano Manor without invitation. Fascinating. and not unlike another soul,
I didn't mean to skip that,
tarnished.
sorry.
Have you ever harbored doubts about the burden of grace and the dogmatic ramblings of the fingers? If you have, why not join the volcano manor and fight with us, rise with us, against the Erd Tree?
I mean, I'll
Your
join.
decision
Why not?
is most welcome. Now you belong to the Volcano Manor family. The drawing room lies down the hall. Make yourself comfortable. I am Tanith, the proprietress of this house. An honor to have you.
Drawing room key, okay. See? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just allow a dead man to be here. Wizard or Giza? That's a cool weapon you got there. Dang, yeah, good stun time. All right, you got me. You got me. Gotta do a rematch. Giza over here. Rid of these Discord notifications. Quick. There we go. All right. Yeah. So we're gonna tear this guy new one. That's what I'm thinking. I think that's probably the best course of action here. Can't really think of a better alternative. After we destroy everything that exists. Wow, that is a strong attack. I'll tell you that. Hi, David. Nice to see you, buddy. There we go. Probably gave him more trouble than he should have, but whatever. We got him in the end. And we got Giza's wheel, or Giza. It's probably pronounced Giza, but it's a cool name regardless. What Souls game makes you play the most slow defensive, which makes you play the most aggressive? So this one, honestly, Elden Ring is probably making me play the most defensive because I never know what I'm going to run into when I'm playing this game. I would say I played most aggressive in Dark Souls 3 because I used the axe as opposed to a halberd for about half of the run. And then I ended up picking up like a flaming longsword, I believe it was. But yeah, I used instead of having this like far away kind of range strategy, I had I had to get up close and personal for a large portion of the game. Okay, drawing key. We're going to draw in here. I would like to draw. Perfume bottle, okay. This is a really cool area. I like that we're able to go through, open up a lot of doors of the manor here. Okay. Don't think there's anything of use in this room, which is fine. Bloodborne makes people really aggressive when it's... Oh! Bloodborne is a good answer, actually. Sorry, I kind of forgot. I didn't forget about Bloodborne. I should play through it right now for the second time. But, I kind of forgot. You're totally right with its heal missing health on melee. That is true. I guess that does make you play pretty aggressive too. That actually might change my answer. Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3. Letter from Volcano Manor and Recusant Finger. Recusant Finger. I don't know what that word means, to be honest with you. Let's look that up real quick. I like learning new words. So, what does this mean? Okay, a person who refuses to submit to an authority or to comply with a regulation. That's just me. Yeah, that's just me in general. I can't believe that's never been used against me. Oh, that seems it could be more of like is it more of like a religious meaning though? To remain loyal to the Catholic Church and refuse to attend Church of England services. Okay, interesting. Okay, cool. I did not know that. I like learning. Elden Ring has taught me quite a few words. Quite a few.
Pleasure to meet you, brave Tarnished.
Your posture's not
I am
great.
Raya, the scout. Very pleased to welcome you to the Volcano Manor.
Thank you.
Under Lady Tanith's guidance.
Thank you.
May you tread the path of valor.
Oh, may I?
Brave Tarnished under Lady Tanith's.
Okay.
You. What in heaven's name are you doing here? The Volcano Manor is a pit of recusants who spit at grace and hunt our own kind. I hope you understand the weight of my words.
I understand.
Well, as long as you understand what you're saying. I thought you were tarnished, bred by virtue. Perhaps playing that part led you to your doubts, I wonder. But know that the path you walk is blasphemy and leads only to a miserable death. Before you consider hunting any of your own kind, think on that.
I'll do as I please.
This blasphemous path leads only to a pitiful death. Before you consider hunting any of your own kind, think on that.
Alright, so David says, gamer posture, which I absolutely love. What kind of posture is that? Like, she wants to bow. It's like she's trying to bow to me, but what is that? No, that's not right. That's not the... I mean, I know you can't see my whole body, but that's not right. I'm not feeling that. Snatch, and thank you so much, buddy. Thank you for the subscription again, guys. Thank you all. I'm sorry I didn't stream last month. I felt guilty, but I only streamed one time last month, but I was just busy. I apologize. So, thank you so much for coming in, Snatch, and nice emotes. I always love that one, which I always pronounce incorrectly. I know it's like, oh, that one's the only 306 high. I thought that was the Bai-chan one. So I was gonna say it way wrong anyway. Thank you so much for coming in, buddy. Long time no see. So happy, so happy. Make sure I open all your doors and not shut them. Hi, David. What kind of gamer chair, Sean? You want to see my chair, buddy? I got that. I got that Dowinks purple chair, buddy. Sorry, I don't know like any of the fancy names, but it is a very, very nice chair. I don't know much about gamer chairs, so I won't lie to you, but it's comfy and I like it, and I can sit in it, which is the main purpose of a chair. So I'm feeling like it's doing a good job. I don't know much past that. Sorry, I'm pretty much a scrub when it comes to that. Everyone has a gamer chair that they recommend, but I do not. I'm uneducated. I'm ignorant even. The purple one, write that down. It's got to be the color purple. That changes the comfort level. Make sure you tilt all the photos in the manner 20 degrees. All right, I'm going to start going through. I'm going to tilt this one. Can we talk about Luigi's Mansion and how good of a game that is? Quality game. Is this patches?
Well, you joined the manor, huh? I don't believe it. Didn't think you had it in you. All good, though. We're on the same side now. We'll do good work together.
Yeah, I don't trust you still.
Oh, and of course, we can do business, if you like. Patch's Emporium at the Volcano Manor. Especially for you. Are you surprised that I belong to
Not
the
really.
Volcano Manor?
No.
I always hated the gibberish about lost grace and the laughable two fingers. I thought I could lend a hand in unmasking the charade. Not to mention, Tanith has always made me curious. I guess her master must really be something, because she's pretty damn smug about it. Even after announcing her blasphemous ambitions, she still stands proud. I've never seen a woman quite like her.
All right.
Cheers for that.
Cannot open from this side. Cannot open from this side. What door am I missing, fellas? What? That's Trusty Patches, my friend. Most trusty man in all souls. That's true. You know, he's just got a bad reputation, all right? It's not that I don't trust you, David. It's just what I've heard about him isn't too great. I'm sure he's a fine fellow. A fine individual. I can't even attack in here, so it's not like a hidden wall, excuse me, by standard means. I'm a simple man. I hear Patch's voice. I doubt. Exactly. You got it. There it is. There it is. You got it exactly right, Snatchin'. Gotta start the doubting. You can always trust him to stab you in the back. You know what? I did not think of it that way, but you're absolutely right. He is the most trustworthy man of all time. Because you can trust that he will stab you in the back. That was well put. Well put. Okay, I can't see anything. I do... No! I didn't put on one hand. No one ever wants the one hand in this game. Sometimes you do, but still. How do you do it? There we go. But I think I actually have a torch. There we go. Okay, would have been faster to just whip out that halberd. Alright, alright, alright. I get it, ladies and gents. I get it. I'm just here to explore the catacombs. Magic Warriors Cookbook. Oh. Is this it? Depraved Perfumer Carman. Okay. I don't know what that is, but... So this is not the door that opens from the... Don't you have a lantern yet? No. Do I look like a caveman? I use torches here, Snatchin'. Lantern. What is that? Come on. Come on. We gotta use the torch. Yeah, this is the same torch that I got ages ago, like at the start of the game, and I've never really had another need for it. But there, now we're here. How's your schedule looking like for Monday streams again? Not for a little while, I assume, right? So actually, yeah, the schedule's a bit weird. I apologize. It's mainly just whenever we can get around to it. I do want to do Monday streams again, for real. I do want to do them again. In fact, tomorrow I plan on streaming, if I can, shorter stream, to play Pyro's game, so Anima Mundi's game. I would love to play it. They've been asking me for a while. And I think I finally have a time slot, and I really, really would love to play everyone's games as they're working on it in the series, and just in general what they have to show. So I think the time has finally come. So I think we'll actually be doing a short stream tomorrow. But as for Monday streams, I would like to seriously pick that back up again. Just that, yeah, we just haven't, honestly. Things might start to calm down pretty soon now. For me, dang it. And so I might be able to do that. You kind of do look like a caveman, actually. I don't know if you meant in real life or in the game, and it's fine either way. You know what? Respectable response. You look like a snake. Okay. That one is You know, that's also a respectable response. That one's a little bit different from the caveman one. Hey, Monday's game. I was actually in voice chat. Yes, I actually saw. I'm going to stop in one of these days. One of these days, I promise, okay? Rip. Nice, nice. I love that rip with the color changing grave. Quality. I think you're the first one to have used that, buddy. I'm not going to lie. So I appreciate you using that. I don't really need to fight you. Like, that's the thing. I'm not an animal, okay? We can settle. I'm not a caveman, okay? I'm not a snake, okay? I can settle my feuds through words. I mean, look at your head. It's a snake for sure. I mean, it does. It is a snake, isn't it? I kind of always thought it was like a. I guess maybe it is, actually. I can't tell. So, what's the... I thought the red were the eyes, right? Snake's nose would not be that big. Morgan gonna grab you by the shoulder like it's Apex Mondays now. Yeah, I mean, we need to do that again. The problem is we got into high-level ranked, and it's kind of hard for us to... You know, it's really demanding, actually. Makes you play all the time, like any game, when you're trying to stay in the top 500, top 750, which we succeeded with, and I told you that. But we're still playing, and so yeah, I think it's just been harder because of the communication. I feel like it's not really that streamable, but people watch it all the time, so I don't know. I guess I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong. I usually am. Sick, I'd love to say hi to you directly sometime. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we can. I really am going to join the... I'll join the voice chat for sure one time. I need to, like, I'm really knocking out networking as much as I can. Specifically rollback for the fighting game, and it is kicking my butt a little bit. We're doing well, for real. Like, I'm actually very, very happy with the progress that I've made. But I'm trying to really knock it out so that I can be confident when explaining it and when sharing it with everyone. That way, I'm not. I also don't want to have to go back and do a bunch of editing and like reworking. So I'm trying to really get it right. And so the time that I have been like working on my computer, if it hasn't been for work or not for other tutorials, I've been working on rollback a lot more than anything else. So I've just been really kind of busy. So I apologize for like the missed streams and everything too. Hey buddy. Yeah, true, that hat that definitely doesn't fit a caveman. Way too refined and noble. I think it's supposed to represent the moon considering it's Ronaldo's hat. Yeah, so right. I agree, right? But Snatchin brings up a good point. So there's definitely something about that, right? It does kind of look like a snake. I don't think it is actually a creature. But I don't know. It's giving off vibes. Those eyes are placed in the perfect point. I feel so behind. I'm on part like 27. You've got part 100 some out already. I believe this week's episode will be 137 or 138. We're moving. But you're not really so far behind, honestly, my friend. If you start going through it, you'd catch up to me in no time. For real. So, you're not that far behind. And honestly, I know you've been busy with your tournaments and stuff, winning your tournaments, might I add. Maybe a bird. So yeah, moonbird. I like the way you put that. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I always kind of thought of it as some type of bird. Like the wings not represented. But, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe she got it from some, like, pawn shop salesman who definitely got a snake hat, but managed to convince her it's totally the moon. Okay, is this the true Renala lore dropping? Because I'm pretty sure this is the true lore. I don't care who tells me it's not. It is factual in my head now. Okay, you just stay over there, buddy. I'm not really looking to fight. I don't know if you recognize this, but we're just in Bloodborne right now. We're in England right here. Bloodborne represents the nicest English people in the world. I don't know if you are aware of that. But, I joke, I have a good friend from England that's Dale, who's been on a few streams, actually, when we were doing some of the Apex streams. And, that's the kind of joke I will tell him. My goal is to at least go through one tutorial episode a day. I mean, that's a genuinely good goal. I'm not just saying this to make you feel better. Like, having the, what's the word? The energy, but like the dedication to go through the tutorials. It's a lot of work. Some of those are really long, and trust me, I'm saying that and I made them. So I'm not just saying that to give you credit. Like, for real, it's a lot of work. So don't put yourself down if you feel like you're behind. You can definitely get caught up, is my point. But I get it. It can be a pain. Trust me. I don't always want to make the tutorials, and not because I've lost enthusiasm in the series, because I haven't. But it's just a lot. Okay. Sometimes you just want to relax. I totally get that. So no harm done, my friend. Thanks, Sean. First time I go to a major tournament and I win. I'm so happy. Hey, I mean, it is not a small feat, for real. So I wanted to point that out. Very impressive work. Very impressive work. Crimson Amber Medallion +1 even. Really? We're not even in New Game Plus. We get +1s. Is your newest YouTube thumbnail She-Hulk? You're absolutely right, my friend. Good call, Snatchin'. Good call. That is a She-Hulk picture. I believe her standard character selection stance from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, if I'm correct. I do handpick them for my thumbnail, and I'm very specific about the images I try and grab. I think that's the one it's from. It might be like her character bio screen or something like that, but it's very, very close to that. I apologize. This is so uncomfortable. I have, obviously I'm clothed. I don't think I need to explain that. But I have this, like, you ever get like a button on your pants and it's just not sitting against your right? You know, not trying to be vulgar. But since you see me like fiddling around with myself, I'm trying to not have my belly go into this button and just like leave an imprint, because it's just really not comfortable. You know, I figure I'll be honest with you. And it's really not the most convenient. What game, if I'm allowed to ask? Kill a Kill at Evo. Congrats again. I watched the anime and know nothing else, but indeed, very nice. Yep, very, very good work. Game is so degenerate. A lot of fighting games I feel like are, I'm not gonna lie. If you watch the show, I like clicking your YouTube videos like them and move on. Sorry. Hey, no need to be sorry, for real. On a completely genuine note, first of all, I appreciate you coming to every stream, and no matter like what hour it is for you and everything, I really appreciate that, buddy. Seriously. So first of all, don't feel obligated. I don't, no grudge or anything like that. It's not like that. So no need to apologize. But I appreciate you clicking on them and liking them, for real. Seriously, that is awesome. As for, like, if I watch the show, I have not watched the show. I have heard mixed reviews. The main complaint that I've heard recently was about a twerking episode with She-Hulk. And, yeah, I can understand, you know. I haven't watched it, so seriously, I'm not gonna choose a side. I don't know the context. But I can understand maybe that could be a divided topic, honestly. I really, really am curious about what was going on. Again, not knowing the context, it's a little like, it hit me, it blindsided me, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, really? I don't know where that came from. But, yeah, I have heard some good things about the show as well, actually. But I have not watched it, so. I try to stay fair because I've heard a lot of criticisms about shows that I did not agree with. And so people might be blowing it out of proportion as well. I don't want you to eat me to death. I kind of want you to get off of me. Reminds me, Sean, whenever we go into voice chat together, I want to show you what we have found fixing the game with our modding. Yes, that is cool. That really is cool. I'm interested in modding. You asked me before. I told you the truth. Like, I don't know too much about it. I've seen people fix it. I've actually helped people mod, you know, simple things like Minecraft. I worked on a mod with someone, and that one was a little bit more than just like a script, but I've done scripting as well. So like I'm familiar with it, but I'm really an amateur at it. So I would love to see what you found. The fact that you guys modded it is really cool, actually. I love little communities like that. Seen the whole show. The only thing I've seen about it are a couple clips, some garbage CGI, and the VFX artist talking about how garbage working for Marvel is, which explained the poor CGI clips pretty well. Okay, I did not see that, but I haven't seen any of the combat scenes, really any of the scenes, so I don't know if it's garbage or not. I've seen there's like a meme where she's clapping and Hulk is like like he's holding his ears. Yeah, she twerked in the after credit scene. I understand why people might not like it, but I feel like everyone hates everything nowadays. Okay, the after credit scene is see, that context, that makes it a lot better though. Not to say, you know, people can feel whatever they want about it, but the after credit scene is kind of one way or the other. Like, it's kind of meant to be, usually doesn't hold a bunch of lore, right? It could be interesting, it could be funny. And so you know what? I actually honestly, I am okay with that. Okay, I still don't know how much it fits. I don't know much about She-Hulk. I never read comics. I have a few that I read, and I enjoyed them, but I didn't read them intentionally because they were part of this or this. So I don't know She-Hulk all that well. I know her actually mainly from Marvel vs. Capcom. And she's a pretty fun character in that, to give her credit. So that's about all I know. So maybe it fits with her character fine. It took me off guard when I heard it, but hearing that it's after the credits, I'm now like, oh, you know, maybe that's actually not so bad. However, garbage CGI and things, if the people weren't happy when they were working on it, you're absolutely right, Dave. That explains it really well, why that could have happened. So if there was anything wrong with the effects, which I had not seen any of them, so I don't know. But if you saw things you didn't like, yeah, if the people weren't happy, that pretty much does explain it. Typically, you want to keep your employees happy so that they can do good work, because you want them to be proud of what they're working on. It's super difficult because we don't have the source code, so we're dealing with it so you don't have the source code, but you're fixing issues. I'm really intrigued about that. Because I know mods and hacks can absolutely happen without source code, but you found a bug in the code and fixed it. That is impressive. Without looking at the code, that's pretty impressive. Honestly. I did not mean to do that. Nope. Oh, we're dead. I'm surprised I'm allowed to live this long. Look at this. Happy employee seems wrong to me. See, you know, that must be what they're thinking, because I don't see why you'd want to make an enemy out of the people that are working for you. And I don't know. I actually haven't heard this about it being gravity death. Not even saved, because for some reason the lava does no damage at all. Yeah, from what I understand, VFX jobs are one of the few non-unionized Hollywood-type jobs, and so they get garbage pay with unreasonable deadlines and long hours. Okay, see, I did not know that. If that is the case, yes, that sounds like it sucks. When you're working on a show or a game, if you're working hourly, if you're working based on their hours and their deadlines, and you're getting a flat rate or you're getting not paid enough, yeah, that's not a fun time. That happens all the time. We found multiple bugs we didn't even know were bugs. Fair enough. So like a mechanic that actually ended up working well, but it was technically a bug. Technically, Marvel subcontracts. Can't talk tonight or ever. Most of the CGI work onto other studios, so they technically don't work for Marvel, at least based on what I've heard. Okay. This has been pretty eye-opening, not gonna lie. Learned a lot. I really don't need you trying to kill me. It's totally cool. We can just all be alive. How hard is that? Is that hard? Okay, we haven't gone down here yet. Let's collect some of these things that we haven't gotten yet, and then we'll go back to where we just died. So, for example, of a bug the character DTR has... So, for example, of a bug the character DTR has a really... That's not really what I want. Wow. Okay. Dude, I love being in Bloodborne world over here. Elden Ring Odyssey. That was a pretty cracked dodge, but I could not pick up the thing for some reason. Would not let me pick it up. Didn't matter how cracked I was at dodging. Pressing that B button. You guys get out of the way. Please, I just want to pick that up. I'm willing to die immediately after if you let me pick this up. Thank you. That's all I wanted. Just kidding, suckers. I'm not dying. You idiots, bro. Who would actually fall for something so stupid? Are you kidding me? There's no way I can make this jump, right? God, I can't make that even if I'm sprinting and running, right? Are we gonna try? There's no way we make that. We can't make that. I know we can't make that, but are we gonna try? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna grab this thing behind you. DTR has a really bad sidestep since it doesn't have invulnerability to guard break like every other guard break does. It turns out the mechanic that helps him not run into guard breaks was... But it was triggering, so like it made him stop exactly to get hit. Okay, got you. I see what you mean. I actually know exactly what you mean by that. Yeah, that's funny, though. Yeah, so you didn't even know it was a bug. That's a great example, right? You just thought, oh, that's kind of bad, like bad guard break. But actually, it was meant to work a different way. It just wasn't. That's funny. Thank you for explaining that, too. That's actually really cool. Nice try. Thanks, Snatch. And it wasn't really that great of a try. So you know what? It's okay. But I'll take it. Well, maybe you can't make that jump, but it is makeable. Well, see, I specifically said... we can't make that, or I can't make that, or you can't make that. I don't know who the you was, but my character can't make it. So that's really how it be. That's how it be out here. Mr. Jarman over here. What's your name, Mr. Jarman? Okay, let me rephrase that. Try. Yes. Okay. All right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I do not typically like being down there. Why is the lava so friendly right now? It does like no damage to me. Am I having like... do I have like the most lava resistant armor of all time? No gravity. Gravity is fine. Okay, it's not killing us today. We're making it. Okay, that was a hard jump, okay? Okay. That's a harder jump. This video, but every time I jump, it makes the, it's the sound effect of the Easter Island head. Can I heal in the lava? Dude, really? I'm just chilling. Walking in the lava. Walking in the lava. No gravity death. We're invincible, guys. when it comes to gravity. Alright. Okay, that one you definitely can't make though, right? Yeah, seriously, what is this about though? Damn, what are your feet made of? This is kind of like, what is going on here? Lava does like no damage in this game. Seriously. This is really interesting, I gotta tell you. Okay. So was this really for nothing? I walked all the way out here. Wait, can we go there? Sean casually take... Seriously, what is this? How is this doing this little? Right, it's so funny. We're in the secret catacombs. See light on this wall. Yeah, you heard there's a secret level down the waterfall? Wait, okay, hold up. First of all, I know you're joking, alright? But what is this? There's nothing back here? Lava in this game hurts less than when you eat the pizza too quick after it's out of the oven. Seriously? It literally does. What is up with that? Yeah, you want me to find the secret level? We all know there's not a secret level down there. But let's see where the collider ends. You ready? I am the king of the lava. Ah. Okay, but seriously, like, why did that not have anything back there? Did the developers make that? Leave a message, give people false hope. Oh man, I should have done that. That's a good point. I've never done that though. Only other people have done that to me. They love that? I don't know if they love it. I feel like they've just grown accustomed to it happening. Alright, well, we had a fun little lava bath, but that's not really why we were here. So let's see what else we got. We got this guy. Erdtree Seal. Don't know what that is. That sounds pretty good, though. That was a gravity death, but it was a scripted gravity death. Okay, it was like dying in a cutscene. Like, it doesn't count. Okay, you don't have to do that. No one's asking me to act like that. Beat me over the head and stuff. Nope. No one's asking you to stab me either. Man, okay. I'm really let down by what we found down there. That's just death. Stepping stone. Predict with channel points. What were we predicting? Will Sean find a grace before he dies again? No. Nobody thought this would happen. No, not before I die again. Assuming we're starting from this time, okay? I don't know when that came up, so. But will we find one? We might find one. I'm gonna say yes. I think we can find one before we die again. I'm just trying to explore everything fully. I know we opened this up. There might be one in there. I don't think I went back there before. Do we want to try and make the jump again? Just to jump over that way? Or no, that was from before, I think. So here is where we were at, where we first found out the lava was not damaging Lake at all. We're gonna go up this way this time. Already closed the prediction. Lava fall sealed the deal. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. That was a good prediction though. And then you tricked me into falling off the edge. That way you could close the prediction with the results that you wanted. I see how it is. Okay. Nope. It's cool, bro. It's cool, bro. I'm done. You can have your spot back. I'm not interested. Nope, I'm good. Thanks, though. Thanks, buddy. See you later. Nope, 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 nope. I've seen enough. I've seen enough. No, but fight it though. Okay, we can fight it. We can fight it. I wanted to get a I was trying to get a freaking, what's it called? I can't think of what it's called. Sorry. I was trying to get a thing the prediction was for. Some Souls enemies are spiteful for no reason. Like, why so petty? True. True. They just hate seeing the person live. Good sir, are you playing until 8? That is the plan, if you're alright with that. If there's nothing that needs to be done. If there is, let me know. But Snatchin' and Fi saying hi to Morgan. Come on, I just want to get... I'll fight a Blackbird, I promise. I just want to find a spawn point. Why must I suffer? Why does the game want me to suffer? Somber smithing's done. Oh, everything is done. No way. Good work. Excellent work. I just want to find. I don't want to fight anyone else. No one else allowed. There's got to be one. There's got to be one. I'm not running from the cute lava monster. We're going to fight the cute lava monster. But where is my... now I'm so far from the lava monster. No! This is worse! Where is this save? What is it called in this game? I can't remember. God, it looks like the amnesia monster. But it's like a human under it. It's kind of weird, brother. I can't pick things up. Alright, fella. Give me your best shot. You little weakling. I'm out of heals. I could take you. I could take you any day. Easy. Easy, buddy. Easy fight. Grace. Thank you, David. Yes, Grace. I couldn't find a Grace. David's here. He says, hi, Morgan. I told Sean earlier that you're going to grab Sean for Apex whenever Monday streams come back. True. Pog. I don't know about all that. First try, easy. Oh, he thick. He thick. Dude. Why? Where is the thing? Where's a Grace? I ran for, like, literally, like... I was probably 10 minutes... Like, not even. I was probably, like, only 2 or 3 minutes out. But holy crap. Like, actually exploring this area, going through, I couldn't find a single one. Imagine just getting your head landed on. Alright, we're going through again. You could lower that was a straight shot back to the checkpoint. Did I not see it? Or not lower, raise. Also, there should be a Grace in the chapel here. really. See, I kind of thought there would be one in there. I didn't realize I missed an area. Okay. Alright, we'll take another look here. Probably being I'm not asleep yet. True. Sorry, buddy. Not meaning for that to cause you so much distress. Solo's characters probably all have PTSD. I mean, how could you not? It would be my response. I think that's definitely fair to think that they probably do. Just not feeling it. Gotta feel the sleep. Alright, well, whatever. It's too late. We want to fight the lava monster. We're fighting the lava monster. A meaningless death. I've died a meaningless death. Alright. David over here. Oh, wise David says there should be one in the chapel here. Is that the chapel? I'm thinking that's the chapel. It's so flat, can you walk on it? It's a good question. I might be able to. Elden Ring did show that that was a possibility with some of their, like their carriage that they had. Welcome back to Resident Evil Village. Not even a name, poor thing. Seriously, they didn't even name it. It might be a gimmick boss then. That's what I was kind of thinking. Yeah, like a gimmick mini boss. Maybe I'm not really supposed to fight him. So I would consider this the chap. Is this not? If it is, where the heck is the... Was that Capra Demon any good? I don't know. I'd not used that new summon. No, the one you looked around for a bit and confidently exclaimed, damn, not even a grace here, funnily enough. So not this, though? Where did I say that at? I said damn? I don't know. That's not sound family friendly, David. I don't know if I would have said that. Just kidding, it's perfectly fine. But I still don't know. Oh! Well, what a stupid door, fella. Maybe they should just put it on the main path, okay? I don't want to spawn in this stupid room. Thanks for the help. Alright. Now that nonsense is dealt with. You said there's a bridge we can lower, excuse me, we can raise that goes right up to the checkpoint again. Alright. Another thing I will have to figure out. Alright. He killed me in one hit, so, yeah, I don't know about this guy, but you know what, we'll try again. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... I might have said dang, but I like taking artistic liberty with quotes. Got you. I don't know if it's still a quote then, buddy. I wanted to, like, there's obviously something about that. Nice spin, nice spin. Nice spin again. Nope. Nope. Okay, it's time for bow and arrow. It's time for gun. Yeah, it's time for cry when I see this guy. All right. He's a cool guy. I like this guy. He's really cool looking. Funny enough, a Jin would probably not help much for... Oh, a gun would not help much against certain bosses. True, yeah. They do about as much damage as the Devil May Cry bosses. Why can't From Software give us Ishin's Glock just one time? The Ishin Glock. Okay. That's gonna have to be good. I just really want to use it. That's fair, honestly. Respectable. Oh, wait. This is right where we were. Okay, so this is where I was like, why is there nothing over there? Alright, so I'm kind of getting the layout down now. As a friend of mine just finished his own interpretation of a Pokemon game, Pokemon Wood, I'm quite familiar with the element synergies. Let me tell you, the lightning is not effective against ground. That is a good point, and that's kind of like a Groudon right there. If you want me telling the truth, it's giving me Groudon vibes. My knees. So funny if DMC5 Dante could get mine for the Souls game, watch him style and everything. Dude, Dante, amazing character. This guy is probably harder than the boss in there. Why do I get that vibe? Okay. He, in fact, was not harder than the boss in there. At least, I hope he was. I don't think he was. I would say I've been incorrect. There we go. That bridge moving. Now make the boss look easier than that guy. Yeah, I kind of talked myself into that one, huh? Backed myself into a corner there. Alright. So for this guy, he didn't seem too bad at the start, because I was panicked that I didn't have any heals, so I kind of just threw. But I got my heals. I'll have my summon. Oh, I know where this is at. Okay, this really is right at the start here. In here is the Grace, I believe, right? Yep. Okay, cool. It's all about attitude. Call him a chump. He is certainly a chump. I will call him that. And we will go and kill him. that bridge cooled. I know. I was actually thinking the same thing. I was like, it's a game. It doesn't matter. But you're totally right. It was sitting in lava. If the lava had not eroded away at the structure of the bridge, there's a boss gate back there. I don't know. I don't think it'd be cooled off that fast. But to be honest, the lava barely hurts my bare feet. Oh, I was supposed to summon. Yes, the best time to summon as a projectile. Show him I'm not afraid by summoning while a projectile is coming for me. Okay, so I can't enter that at all once he does that. So I just have to stay out of that entirely. It's not like a dodge thing. He's fencing, isn't he? He's using fencing techniques with a real sword. Okay. Got it. Alright. I don't know if I made it look easier than the guy out front. But I made it look pretty easy, not gonna lie. We need the Dark Souls of Minecraft games. The Dark Souls of Minecraft games. Yeah, it's just Castle Miner Z, buddy. Castle Miner Z. Fun fact, Godskin clothing is made of human skin. Really? Well, Godskin is kind of a fake name then, isn't it? A rat bastard he is. Should be called Human Skin. So is this a boss door for the back of this in case I were to enter through the back? Or is there like a follow-up boss immediately after? Alright, we can take this jump. We can take this jump. Alright, you think I'm afraid of you? What's to be scared of? Focus on the wolves, not me. My bad. Ah! Leave my wolves alone! Dang it! I'm just trying to do quick damage while they're still alive. Yeah, you should go explain to him that his order is improperly named and it's actually a secret way to win the fight. Okay. Alright, I'm down. I'm gonna go get the secret ending right now. I say why not, really. That's what I'm thinking. Switch back to live view here, sorry. There we go. Alright, I might be a little bit under-leveled. I mean, I know I'm being a little reckless, and that's okay. I'm a little out of the Elden Ring, the dodging and everything today. I'm kind of a scrub right now. But am I a little under-leveled, do you think, or is this about right? It doesn't feel undoable at all. I just need to be a little bit more careful. But I just want to kind of know where I should be for this sort of fight. I get it, you can attack a lot faster than I can. Okay, I was not expecting that. He's a lot bigger than I was expecting. Okay, I was a lot bigger than I was expecting. No! What am I supposed to do against that? Are you kidding me? Stop. No, he's not doing it again. No! Wait, no! Wait, what is that? What? Okay. Interesting. Okay, I don't know how, that fight was going so well, I could totally take him, but what do I do about that guy? He's way faster. He might be slightly under, but definitely still doable. Wait, have you not ever been a scrub at Elden Ring? I have been. It's worse than usual right now. If you need to, I do know God-skin enemies are very vulnerable to sleep stats. So you can grab sleep arrows or sleep pods. Very good here. Thank you. Good Sid. Autobots roll out. What Disney character would make the best Souls boss? This one right here. Sanic. Beyblade live action. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Like, what is going on in this one? I'm thrown off now. I thought I had it under control. I was confident. And now I'm like, okay, that's kind of fake, buddy. Not exactly how physics works. Caught on all the objects. What the? Okay. Okay, so he can jump. Okay. This music good though. It really is. This music is slapping, and his fight it's got good choreography to it. Like it makes me see. This is one where I like following the characters' movements and watching what they're doing. I was having fun fighting them. Some of the enemies, typically the bigger enemies, I don't have a great time doing that with. Seriously. Did not need to see that before going to sleep. The last thing you see before going to sleep. That's what you're going to dream about, buddy. I still don't know how to deal with that rolling yet. I guess I could, like, maybe go hug a pillar or something. Might have trouble following me around him, but honestly, it didn't seem like he would. Stuck on the candle. Always want to be stuck on the candle. How come I can't hit you through the wall? Huh? Interrupted me? I wanted to use that on you. Why did you have to use that just then? This one's a wash, but... Okay, that was on the other side of the pillar. And you know it. Yes? No? Yes? No? I think I got it. No? So, sort of. Sort of. I have a workable method. This might work. Okay, stop that. Stop that! Stop that. No stabbing through the pillar. No stabbing through the pillar. But I like the fight. You were doing really well dodging, my opinion. Thank you. Dodging really well. My English is on point again. Yeah, that was perfect. It really was. Thank you so much, and thank you for saying I'm doing well dodging, because I've actually been trying to watch it and not just panic roll. So I appreciate that. I'm trying to learn it. I actually had more trouble that time than the previous times, but I think I've been doing pretty well in general. Punchman has 8 faces. I mean, he's got a lot going on. Okay, it's a tough fight. It's a tough fight, but we can take him, I think. I got 20 minutes left. I think we'll probably spend it on him. If we don't beat him, we don't beat him this time. It's okay. He doesn't usually start off with that guy. See, just like all Souls games, though, sometimes I just get thrown off and my rhythm is gone. So he usually starts with the fireball, so I was waiting for that, and then he started hitting me with the sword right away. I went for the attack, but he had that guard break one that he does. I want to be locked onto him. I almost screwed that one up. Yeah, I was gonna say it's through the pillar. No, why? I want to lock onto him, obviously, not some random object. So good, he knows that kills them every time. He's like, dude. Alright, so which one are you gonna do? You're gonna do the... Alright, so you're gonna do this crap. No! Okay, his fat can't go through the pillar. The weapon I can imagine. The weapon I can imagine going through. It's like, oh, he chipped through with force, or he took out a part of the pillar. His fat cannot be going to the pillar, okay? I will not stand for that. That is against the rules, all right? I still don't know what I'm supposed to do there then. I'm not even safe between actual walls. I love myself so badly right now. I always think perfect time for a jump, right? Or two, right? Perfect time for a jump. Dude, I mean, might as well. But actually, no, if you gotta go to sleep, that's, you know, I get it. I get how it be. You guys plan on getting any games soon? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not too sure what's coming out. I'll be getting new COD, I always do. I really like the campaigns. I don't play them. Trying hyper aggressive. Okay, did not work. So I said trying. Ooh, alright. The problem is I actually don't know what to do at that point. Don't know what to do once he gets to the fat roll point. Let's take a quick look around real quick. Ancestral follower spirit. Could maybe like try summoning him or something. Ancestral follower spirit. Okay. Not at the moment, but I also don't know. Yeah, right. I just don't know what games are coming out. Really, it's the main thing. Nice. Never mind. Try. All right. It was certainly a try. It was one of the tries of all time. That can be said. All right, I'm gonna summon this guy early. If he ends up working out, I'll probably summon him after the fight, like I do. But I'm kind of curious if. So he took a heck of a long time charging up there for not a lot of health, but not a lot of damage being done. I get your level 1 or whatever, but still. All right, so they're not. That guy's not really gonna save me. Jojo, and okay, good choice. Try and be a little bit more aggressive. I don't really have to, like I can get him through the phase as you saw without getting much more aggressive. I'm just trying to see how much I can do, how fast I can whirl him down. Okay, so I need to figure out what to do because this is literally blocking me. He still catches up to me, but maybe run around like that and dodge, like right at the last second. Dodge away from him. It's kind of tough. Kind of tough on this one. I am not going to lie to you. Y'all ever hydrate? Sound like a hydrate time. All right. We're ready. Problem is, I could actually beat this guy, no problem. If I just knew, if I only knew. So I need more FP. Drayson Station, right? Oh yeah, playing against Street Fighter 6. That's a good call. You can get sad, depressed, divorced again, or whatever. See if I can keep him focused on me, actually. The opposite, and have someone like this that's ranged the whole time. Don't move so close, buddy. No. Don't target him. Don't you dare target him. No! No! Where are you going? No! Off! Off, you foul beast. No. I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't even know you could do that! I died because I didn't know you could do that! You've never once done that move. What the heck? Come on, bro. I left in the dust when it comes to the Pokemon games. I didn't have new consoles, only PC, and now there's so many Pokemon editions. There are a lot, so I like the Pokemon games a lot. I played up to the DS and some of the first ones on the Switch. Like, what was that? Was the first one on the Switch? Legends Arceus? No, that was the last one, wasn't it? Which one? What was the first one? I don't think that was the first one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm crazy. But I played a lot of the mods too. There's a lot of fun mods of those. How is that not hurting me? Dang it. I'm trying to save my friend. Don't kill my friend. See, I feel like he's still gonna just die immediately. Oh, let's go Pikachu. You're totally right. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Because I'm like, there was definitely one before that. Stagger was over so... I know, he's so quick. That's why I tried to get around to the front of him. It's tough. Tough to get that stagger. I guess if I was the one attacking him, it wouldn't be too bad. But trying to rotate, since I was attacking from the back, not the front, it's tough. I like this guy supporting me, though. If nothing else, it gets the fight over faster for that stage, so I can practice a little bit more. I'm trying to get him to stagger so I can see if I can get the stagger and how much damage it does. I want to get more FP. That way I can summon these bigger guys. I've been focused on strength, which I think is genuinely more important for a lot of it, but for certain things like this where I kind of want to test and see what to do when he's rolling and things, it'd be better just to speed this up with a good summon like this. done? I'm just trying to get you to stagger, brother. Brother and buddy, whatever I was gonna call you. Don't move up, buddy. Don't move so close. I need you to stay safe. There we go. Why am I not like focused on him anymore? Because I staggered him, then it's gonna hurt. I didn't realize I'm like stuck up against the steps here. Get off of him. Yes. Yes. Right there, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there. Wait, does he still level up even though I staggered him out of it? No, it's still not fair. No, that's still not fair. Keep beating him. Keep wearing him down, buddy. No. No, no, no. 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 Yes. 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 That's what I'm talking about right there, baby. Give me that money. Godskin noble, even though he's wearing human skin, you pathetic phony is what you are. Let's go. The next one, I believe, this is the run. This is the run, my friend. Let's go, David said. Nice. Yes. Praise the sun. Let's go, Sean. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the support. That felt so good, and we did it before the end of the stream. Been a while, my dude. Let's go, Ducky. It's great. We just beat Godskin Noble. Feeling good. Excited. How have you been doing? Ugh. Whew, that was a good one. He died so you could win. F. True, respect. Yes, yes, sock hands. Praise the sun of sock hands. All right, are we gonna increase our mind for a change? I think we're gonna increase the mind, ladies and gentlemen. Fulgor, beam into the skies, a celebration. I've been great, thanks. That is great to hear, my friend. Very great to hear. Thank you for coming in and stopping by. Seriously, I really appreciate it. Just to let you know, we are going to actually wrap up within 5 minutes here. Unfortunately, sorry about that. But I was glad we got to beat this boss right before the end of the stream. Felt good, very satisfying. Very satisfying. So, I don't know what else there is to do here. I mean, we could fight that lava dragon boy. Trying to see, like, so before I was like dodging around, I didn't take any damage to this guy, but I can just literally power through this poor soul. Sorry about your loss. If you level up mind, you can't mindlessly run through enemies anymore. Okay, that was pretty good. Credit to that, but I still can. It's a tactic of the mind to shut the mind off so I can still run through them. Heck, at least I could catch your victory over the fatty. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, it was, screw that guy, right? Come on. I heard his skin isn't even from gods. Despicable human. Despicable liar. Alright, so yeah, maybe next time we'll try and take on this guy down here. We did, like, decent damage on him, but he pretty much just one-hits me with that fire if he hits me. Oh, don't mind me then. Wow. Alright. Alright, pretty good. Nice work. Nice work. We can give this one go. Success or failure, either way. what this is. Like, this is a little tiny, like, it's like a diorama. Like, I want him to, like do something with it, right? What is it? Yep. Okay. So maybe not this guy next. I don't know. I want to go get my, I should have thought about that. I want to go get my runes real quick, and then we'll wrap up the stream. Use behind. True. Always got to stab them in the butt. Makes things better. Makes things easier. Let's go get our runes, and we'll wrap up. But thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it, guys. It was a fun stream back. Thanks for coming, even though I wasn't, I haven't been streaming regularly. I appreciate it a lot. Seriously, and I had a great time with all of you, so thank you. Yeah, just thank you. This is a really good stream back. We made good progress. I'm not exactly sure where we're going to go next, to be honest, but we've done a few exploratory streams, so we'll probably just do that again where we just explore, unless someone wants to tell me the path. But either way, sometimes, you know, up to you guys. Sometimes you prefer when I just explore, so we'll figure that out next week. But real quick, guys, before you go, if you don't mind, I will be streaming tomorrow for some indie developers in the community. So this one's going to be Anima Mundi, I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, or Pyro here on Twitch. I'm going to be checking out their fighting game using the tutorial series that I'm working on. And we're going to see what kind of combos and things we can do. Did you check the lava? We did check out the lava fall. You trying to tell me? You trying to get me with it again, buddy? Again? Come on. Dude, this guy's not messing around. But anyway, guys, that's it. So if you wanna check out tomorrow, yo, Sean, play my stock Unreal template. You know it, buddy. You know it. We'll do it. All right, we'll do it. What time tomorrow? I'm not sure if I can make it yet. It's totally cool if you can't. This one's gonna be a shorter one. This will probably only be half an hour, maybe an hour, if we are having a lot of fun with it. Not to say we won't have fun because of the game, but just because it's in progress, so I don't know everything that we can do yet. But I'll be happy to check it out. Only at 13 might still work. Sure. It is tomorrow. I'm not sure, but it'll probably be around the same time, if not a little earlier than today. So around 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That should do the trick. Somewhere within there. I will upload to YouTube just like I do all the other streams, so. Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to fight with this and get my runes back off stream. But that was pretty rude what he did. Did you see what he did to me just there? But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And I can't wait to see you either tomorrow or next week, hopefully. Alright, guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you later. Get some sleep, Snatching. And Gravity Death, you're absolutely right. Get some sleep. Bye, guys. See you, Fi.